Hey everybody, it's Craig Rieger, and last week on Next Level Agents, we wrote an article basically on our best practices with for sale by owner, and over 100 of you responded with your email addresses because I promised to give you some of we're using the script with our favorite objection handlers. So I'm sitting here with you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey everybody, John Ziegler. Craig was nice enough to mention me in this post. He's done a great job coaching me and the team on how to really excel at FSBOs and using these scripts to be successful.
Yeah, John's been dominating them. I've had other team members not be as successful, and John's taken what we've proven to work, and bottom line, he's been consistent. And regardless of the script that I posted or objection handlers we're gonna go over now, it's that consistency along with getting proficient with the script and objection handlers is why he's been winning at such a high level. So let's just go through it. So ring ring.
Hello.
Oh, hey, is this John?
This is John.
Hey, John, this is Craig Rieger. I'm with Keller Williams Realty. I saw your house listed, might have just hit last night on Zillow as a for sale by owner. Is your house still for sale?
Yeah, we just put it up. The wife and I are thinking about moving, so we're going to try and sell it ourselves.
Right on. No offers yet?
No offers. A lot of calls from agents like you though, but no offers.
Well, I got to check. We're in a hot market. I know you just hit, and lots of calls, I'm sure. Well, John, the reason I'm calling is that we don't charge a commission. I specialize in helping for sale by owners like yourself net more money through aggressive marketing, networking with other agents, getting buyers in the door, seeking out multiple offers. If I could show you a way that I could make you more money without charging you a commission, would you be open to meeting for about 20 minutes and going over that?
Well, I mean, we just came on yesterday. We really like to see if we can sell it ourselves. We want to see about saving the commission. I mean, that's the whole reason for it. So we're going to try it ourselves. We got an open house this weekend.
Good for you guys, and I can appreciate that. And with that said, I literally have a proven track record of helping people just like you make more money than you could make on your own. I can't promise you I can do that. I need to come over. It's about 15 minutes. In those 15 minutes, I'll be honest with you. If I see an opening where I can make you more money based on my services and my skills, I'll show it to you. You'll say yes or no. If you say no, I'll never bother you again. If in those same 15 minutes I don't see an opportunity to make you more money, I'll thank you for your time. I'll leave, and I'll never bother you again. Don't you agree it's worth your time to just see if I can make you more money?
Probably, but I feel like if you had a buyer or something, you could just bring them right now, and I will pay you a buyer's commission.
I'm sure you're getting a lot of calls from agents talking about buyers they want to bring over. Is that correct?
Had a couple people say that, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. And they probably do. The reality is, John, is that I don't know if I have a buyer that's exact fit for your home, your price point, your neighborhood today. We sell a lot of homes, but I don't know that. The sellers that hire me that are in your position, my job is to bring them 20 or 30 pre-approved buyers. You understand, I don't want to just bring you one. I want to bring you 20 or 30 pre-approved buyers. When I do that, in the market we're in now with low inventory, I can often create a bidding war. I create a bidding war, I make you more money, you pay me an agreed upon commission, everybody wins, and I'm protecting your interest. Isn't that what you're looking for, the most amount of money, the most amount of approved buyers?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty good, yeah.
Why don't we just get together for 15 minutes? What is it today? It's Tuesday. Why don't we get together Thursday at 1 or Friday at 2? What works better for you?
Can you do Friday at 3?
I can do Friday at 3, absolutely. John, let me get your email address, and I'll send you an email confirming the appointment, and I'll look forward to meeting you.
Sounds great.
Awesome. I mean, realistically, is that a pretty live role play?
It is, yeah. And what we find is you were doing objection handlers, and that's typically what it is. Between 3 and 5 is kind of the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Where it either requires they're going to sit down with you, or they're going to say no, thank you, and move on. But 3 to 5 is, I think, that sweet spot where we find most people either say yes or they like to move on from the call.
Yeah, the weird ones is when they're like, yeah, sure, come over. Like on the first minute, like those normally aren't good appointments.
No,
that's been my experience.
Yeah, they've either let few people over, or they've got an interesting house and they just like to talk to you about their furniture, whatever it may be.
We show up and there's 16 rotor cars in the driveway. It's just, those are like, I don't know. If we have 2 or 3 objections and then they let us come over, it's kind of game on.
Yeah.
That's a good appointment.
Yeah, we know that they've got some resistance to it, but they're open to hearing what you have to say based on the value you've added.
Awesome. And then sometimes commission's going to come up as well, so why don't you throw that one at me, like, what do you charge or whatever?
Sure. Yeah, Craig, you sound like you're a great realtor, but what's the fee?
It's a really good question. At the end of the day, we have to create a win-win, and I have to prove that I can make you more money than you can make on your own. And again, I need to see your house to determine that. I don't know what my commission's going to be. I could put a sign up and get you 17 offers in 2 minutes in some cases in our market, or I could do 6 months of really hard work, and that's what it's going to take to get your particular home sold based on location or something else going on with it. What I can promise you, John, is I'm calling you to get to earn your business, and I'll create the best win-win possible and present it to you. It's just, it would be blind of me to do that over the phone without first seeing the product, figuring out my marketing strategy, how much time and money I'm going to spend. So again, it's 15 minutes. What works better for you, tomorrow at 2 or Thursday at 3?
A lot of time we actually do get some other people objectifying that too, saying like, Redfin's offered me 1%. I've had several other Keller Williams agents call me and say they'll do it for 1.5%. Why can't you give me a rate over the phone? That's what I want to know.
And I can appreciate that. And the reality is I don't know who they are or exactly what they're doing or Redfin exactly. And I think that's if you're buying another house from them, and we haven't even talked about if you're doing that. And of course, that's a great thing for me if you're selling this property and buying another one, is that I don't know them. I would just chalk it up to lack of experience. I've been doing this for 20 plus years. My team has sold over 5,000 homes. That doesn't mean a whole lot to you, but to me, what it means is that experience is I want to create a customized package for you. I don't want to just blatantly say like, oh, on this $1 million home, I charge this, or this I charge this. Like, I want to come and experience the whole picture, and I want to give you a catered commission and marketing strategy of what it's going to take to sell your property. And again, like, I can literally get through that in 15 minutes. So if you agree, like, hey, you're liking this, of course you might let me stay more than 15 minutes, but in 15 minutes, I can give you the overall view of that. And I want to cater it to you and your home. I don't want to just be like, oh, I charge X. Like, that's, I think, probably why you're going forced to buy owners, is agents just want to charge X. I want to create an experience and a package for you. That's where I'd go with it.
Sounds good. Let's meet.
Yeah, exactly. Is there anything we didn't cover? Do you want to role play back, or do you think we covered the major objection handlers?
We can role play maybe. The biggest one I've seen lately is when you're calling the seller. So we mentioned there's a couple different types of sellers that there are. There's the ones that are going to tell you to come on over. Yeah. There's the ones that are never going to sell because either they want too much for their house, or it's a dream, it's a pie in the sky type dream.
They're not motivated. They just stuck a sign up in Zillow or Craigslist. It's easy.
Or there's the ones that are legitimately going to try it for 2, maybe even 3 months themselves, and eventually be worn down or not get the results they want, and then hire an agent.
So there's that first group that typically, if we're calling them day 1 or 2 of them hitting the market as FSBO, they're going to have a realtor sign up often in 10 days or less.
Yeah.
And there's a second group, no matter what you say, like they're determined to take 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks as a FSBO. They're motivated to sell, but they're going to give it until they're exhausted. And if it doesn't work, then they're probably going to list with an agent. Is that the group you're talking about?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll be that guy?
Yeah, go ahead and be that guy.
Okay, perfect.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Craig, I see that you've got a property listed on 123 Main Street. Saw it just came on the market today. I'm sorry, I saw that's on the market for about 14 days now.
Yeah.
Just curious, are you interested in interviewing agents to get that property up and sold this weekend while the market's still hot and while there's still great low interest rates for buyers out there?
We've offered, I'll give you the same thing I'm offering everybody else. We've got a buyer's agent's commission at 2.75%. If you've got a buyer, bring them over. I'm holding it open both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, I understand that, Craig. I appreciate that you're still holding open houses at this time. My suggestion might be, why not let us try and sell your property first? We'll get the professional marketing done, professional photography, kind of blast the property in such a way that it's a brand new product. Try and sell it on the first end. Give us 30 days to try and do that while the market's still great, while there's a lot of abundance of buyers. Make sure we've got the right price that you feel comfortable with and the right commission package that works for you. And then if for some reason we aren't able to achieve that goal for you, then maybe try for sale by owner. Reduce your price, save yourself that money, and try it then. Does that sound like something you might be interested in sitting down about?
So what I'm hearing is raise the price, you guys bring in your full marketing package, and you're going to do a really short contract. If you knock it out of the park, then we all win. And if not, your contract's over. I lower the price and go back to FSBO.
Yeah, in a nutshell, that's what it is. Basically, we'd like to give the opportunity to put everything out there, market the property, syndicate it, get you the best opportunity to sell the house now, while, like I mentioned, the market is hot and interest rates are low. And then if that pie in the sky for some reason does not work out, and I'm confident our team will do our job, which is why I'm open to doing such a short listing agreement. But if that doesn't work out, then yes, you could try for sale by owner.
Game on, let's go.
So that's another
Close
one.
me. Well, what I like about that one, it's a reverse. It's almost like a reverse listing. Like you're trying this way. Why don't we go a super short contract, get out of the gate? Let me do what I do best. And we're in a market here, and this is based on our market.
Yeah.
We're in a market in Portland, Oregon, where the right house, more or less at the right price, it's not even going to take 30 days to sell it. Would I do this in a different market? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because we do spend a lot of time and money on our properties. So I think where John's going with this is get creative. Like historically, and there's probably agents hearing us like, oh my gosh, I would never do a 30-day listing. Historically, either would I. And this is one of the reasons John's come onto the team, taken the scripts that I've created, the mindset behind the FSBOs that I've seen in the past, and he's added to it. And that's why you're part of this video, and I'm thankful for you. It's like, well, why don't we try this?
Yeah.
And you've been successful with that script of getting people that would not budge to be like, you know what, for just 30 days. And yeah, it's like, I don't really love 30-day listings. And we've been burned a couple times and a few come off. We've had a few that have extended with us, and we've had the vast majority sell within those 30 days.
Yeah.
So it's definitely turned out to be a winning experience. So part of winning with FSBOs is getting creative with length of contract, potentially getting creative with sliding scale commissions, and in either directions, they win financially, we win commission wise.
Yeah.
It's about building confidence for ourselves as agents. You get a ton of signs up in a neighborhood over the course of the next 90 days. You get really confident.
You do.
You get really confident. You get to dictate and demand your commission at a higher level. You get to say yes and no to the business you want.
You find buyers.
When you get a bunch of signs up, you get a bunch of buyers. And likewise, we're in a market where average sales price about $440,000, which means there's a whole lot of houses $700,000 or $800,000. Heck, if I'm selling a FSBO at $500,000 and they're going to turn and buy an $850 house from our team, am I going to find creativity in the whole process to create a win-win for $1.3 million worth of business?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm not saying we're discount brokers, yet at the end of the day, I'm not going to shy away from $1.3 million worth of business that I can list and get to sale contract and buy contract between now and the end of the year. And what I really love about your last script is you keep saying hot market, don't miss it. That's a reality. FSBO or not, we have seasonality. And we've got Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, and a plethora of holidays coming up in the next 90 days. So reality is I do think things will slow down, and I like that 30-day strategy a lot going through October. Super smart.
Yeah, and what we do find is, like you mentioned, there's 3 different ways that happens. Either we sell it quickly, they ended up extending with us, or we don't sell it. The extending with us is if you're confident and you know that your team can execute and do your job well. If for some reason the market does shift within that 30 days, you've built the confidence with that seller, well, they will extend with you and likely give you that 60, 90-day contract that you would have initially given them in the first place.
The majority do, and the reason is because we don't suck.
Yeah.
Like, we don't just take a listing like, oh, thanks, and then we drop them and go to the next FSBO. Like, we've got a team that is 100% dedicated. They're marketing, the feedback, the showings, the whole process, staging. I mean, I just signed a check walking in here for $1,300 of staging I just paid for a FSBO. So that's another creativity is we offered $1,300 worth of staging. I hope it looks good because I signed the check like literally 5 minutes ago. So get creative, go and dominate your FSBO market and see how much business comes out of it. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you, John.